Today I'm going to talk about lessons from one of my teachers, or a lesson from one of my teachers. Typically I don't want to mention my teachers by name without their permission, but this teacher passed away, so I thought I'd give a lesson from him. It's my teacher Pan Qingfu. Pan Qingfu was born in China, Shandong province, and moved to Ontario, Canada. And he passed away in 2017. He was somewhere around the age of 81 years old when he passed away, but as he told me, he didn't know how old he was because he didn't have his birth certificate. There was a whole thing about that I won't get into, but anyway, that's about how old he was. Now, I trained wushu with him and Chinese martial arts, and that was in the late 90s and early 2000s that I trained with him. He's a legendary wushu practitioner. If you asked him which styles of Chinese martial arts he knew, he would tell you that he knew all of them. He was a legendary wushu coach. He was in movies. He was in Shaolin Temple with Jet Li. He made a movie called Iron and Silk, which was a book also made by Mark Saltzman, his student, that was kind of about their life together, their training together, and Mark Saltzman's time in China. And he's also been in other movies, Talons of the Eagle, several other ones. So that's who he was. Now, at the end of every class, Teacher Pan, or Grandmaster Pan, as we called him, would write characters. And I always trained with him with a partner. He always required that I had a partner to train with. And I went through maybe 8 different partners through the years that I trained with him. But one of the lessons he did was he drew this. And that's Chiku, which means eat bitter. Now, he wrote that, and that was a big part of his teachings, that he would ask people or his students, can you eat bitter? Can you eat bitter? Can you take that pain because if you can't, then you're wasting his time and you're wasting your own time. That training necessitates that we eat bitter, that we have a certain amount of discomfort and pain in order to grow. Just like lifting weights or whatever. You can't just have the benefits without working against resistance. Now, the pain could be physical, just through the physical training and the strain on the body. The pain could be in time. It took me about 4 hours to go in each direction to train with him. And I had to cross the border into Canada, which also took, sometimes a lot longer if I had to wait. The bitterness could come from relational pain, because the time going there takes away from time with others, or time doing other things, or family things even. Financial toll, paying for class and traveling and all of that. There's a lot of bitterness there that you have to eat, and the mental strain and stress of it. So he just wanted to know that you would be able to eat bitter. He would ask, can you eat bitter? And if you can't, then it's a waste of time for all of us. But in the end, it was the bitterness, eating that bitterness, as he said in the movie in Iron and Silk, that allows you to taste sweet. So allowing yourself to have some discomfort and to endure all of that through your training is really what makes you a better martial artist. Sometimes, yes, it's the techniques that you learn and the things like that, but it's learning to endure that and learning to become better that will help you in so many areas of your life. So, Chiku, eat bitter. Can you eat bitter? And if you can, I hope it helps you to taste sweet too. And hopefully you enjoyed that. If you like that, there's a lot of stories from my teachers. So if you like that, there'll be more to come. Thanks. And if you can like, share, and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate that. Thanks a lot.